Days 1506.
This counter is how I track what day I'm on. Every day, when I wake up, I type that before I forget. There are a million movies surrounding this. They all focus on comedy. This is not funny. This is a living nightmare.
Posts 1450.
It has been December 13th, 2022, for about 4 years. I have written this Reddit post too many times. I don't post it every day, but I almost always do, in the small hopes that someone's advice will work. When I was only a few days into this, my posts were short, a few sentences at most. I would add more information every day, cramming more and more information in. Eventually, it got to the point where most of my day was spent typing things up, and it got tiring. Whilst this is your first time reading this, I have written slight variations of this post over 1,000 times. Today just happens to be the day where I'm in your timeline. Tomorrow, it'll be the exact same for me, whilst you move on with your life. Asking for advice in person takes too long, and usually, nobody believes me. The internet is the best way to reach a large number of people fast.
Times drove to hospital 907.
My wife is 9 months pregnant. Every day, at 11:49 p.m., she goes into labor. No matter what I do differently, it always happens. On the drive to the hospital, at exactly midnight, everything always goes black, and the day resets to when I was sleeping this morning. I don't even always wake up. Some days, at midnight, I'm suddenly back to dreaming again. Sometimes, the dream even continues the drive to the hospital, and I always wake up before my wife gives birth, and I always cry. A terrifying thought I sometimes have is, what happens to my wife? Is everyone in the world resetting? But I'm the only person with the memories. Am I in a different universe? And the version of me driving the car thinks they've broken the loop. Do I disappear for her, and there's a car crash? That last one is the most terrifying for me. Some days, I don't even drive her down, and she's furious at me for it. I hate to do it, but I like to think I'm saving her from a potential crash. The comments are always slightly different, probably because nothing is truly repeatable. The simple act of me wording this slightly differently each day will cause different outcomes for that day. A few things are usually the same, though. User Brightbites. You're going to comment about how this reminds you of Groundhog Day, and how it's been your nightmare since you were a kid. You're also not going to read down this far, because you never noticed this prediction. User Skipper15C. You're going to comment about trucks. I'm kidding. You're actually going to write down some cocky comment about how I was wrong, and fate doesn't dictate you. Also, you spelled "your" wrong.
Deaths 197.
I've ended it so many times, in so many ways. It never works. I feel the immense pain it causes, so I always try to pick the fast methods. But no matter what, I always wake up, as if nothing ever happened. I haven't tried it in a few years. I've accepted, now, that death is no way out of here.
Kills 1.
I've killed someone once. I hate myself for it. Even though I see them every day, alive and well, I can't get their lifeless eyes out of my mind. It was purely out of curiosity. I've tried so many different things in my time trapped, and this is the one I regret most. My neighbor did nothing wrong. I just wanted to see what would happen. I got arrested and taken into custody. Just before midnight, an officer came into the interview room to let me know my wife had gone into labor. He was only halfway through his sentence when midnight hit.
Wife's deaths. 0.
It's crossed my mind. It can't be a coincidence that this keeps happening on the same day my wife goes into labor. I keep thinking, what if it's her? Or the baby? But the only reason I want to break this loop is to see my daughter. It's the only thing I want. The only thing I need. The one thing that can make me sane again after living like this. If killing her breaks the loop, I'd rather be looped forever. I want to see my daughter.